Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the PCC Career Podcast. Let's talk. I'm your host, David, and I'm the managing editor here at the Courier. And I'm joined here with my co-host.
I'm Sol, and today we're covering pumpkins on this episode. I'm so freaking excited. I'm the lifestyle editor here at the Courier.
Hi everyone, I'm Sam. I was here for I just dropped my thing. I was here for the online schooling episode, and I had a ton of fun, so I'm glad to be back on carving pumpkins.
It's literally full-fledged spooky season. We're halfway through October. Super excited. So we're just gonna literally carve pumpkins today. We're gonna have a little bit of fun and talk about, I'm curious to know like your guys's traditions from Halloween that you like grew up with or you're familiar with, and maybe we can talk about the history a little of Halloween or what we know to be the history. But yeah, we're really just gonna carve pumpkins, so thanks for joining us on this one.
That's far enough out, actually, I feel like.
Yeah. Okay. So I actually like jack-o'-lanterns. I have heard so many stories of different versions of like how they even came to be or why people do them.
Well, they were, it was like to scare away spirits, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Schools and stuff.
Yeah. And then I've also heard that like, so I saw like a picture of like this really ugly fucking pumpkin that they used to use like in Ireland, like when it was like a pagan practice, like at first. And it was basically just like an offering for like spirits.
I'm trying.
I wonder if this is picking up only the sound of this.
Of us like,
Yeah. This can be a blooper. Maybe. That's gonna.
Am I using the right one? Should I be using the smaller one?
I'm not sure.
Cut a wide circle around the colossal carver.
That's what it's called?
That's what the instructions say.
That is the cool.
Yeah, well, it's bigger,
Yeah.
so. Press the saw and gently to break the pumpkin
It's like
skin.
ASMR.
Oh, guys. This is like when I go to sleep too.
You actually
Literally.
you use ASMR?
I use it as one.
Yeah, me
I was just talking to my friend about that, and I was like, really? And then she was all like, yeah, I watched like 17 instead of actually like going to bed. I was like,
Yeah.
I understand that.
No, I literally use them too.
But yeah.
Oh, I was using the wrong side.
Were you actually? No, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like the little like jaded edges instead of the big saw side. But yeah.
Come on, you should know how to do
Okay.
colossal carving.
This is actually a challenge because I've never carved a pumpkin in under 30 minutes.
Well,
It was 6 an hour, I feel.
so I was saying before we started that the last time I've done this was probably when I was in like elementary school. So we're gonna see how long it takes me to catch back up.
Hold on. I'm just
Oh my god, you guys. I was driving yesterday and I was at like a red light and literally I saw a black widow out of the corner of my eye, like crawling on my passenger seat.
Oh.
No one was sitting there.
no.
I was at a red light, it was like in the middle of traffic and I was like, what the fuck?
That's
I
why-
pulled over and turned my emergency lights on and fucking sprayed that shit.
That's like going to my friend's car because it's all just like spiders and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, hell
It's so
no.
close. Like some are falling on me, and I'm just like, dude, when do we?
Ew, what? Oh my
Yeah.
god.
It's a really cool car.
That's
Yeah. I don't
My
really-
I keep my car spotless. Like
Yeah, no, I don't. I can't stand messy cars. Like if I see like it looks like someone's living in there. It's just.
But I think that was a spider. So like I would wash my car and then the spider web would like appear again. The one that I vacuumed would appear again like a week later in the same exact spot. And I was like, there has to be a spider in here that I'm not finding. Like, so I think that was it. But...
oh, all right, nice.
Oh, you did it, nice. I can't get mine.
I'm almost like
Yeah.
I've almost made it around the hole.
We could just put this right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna clear this out.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna try.
This is my least
What is
favorite
this?
part.
There we go.
Yeah. See.
Yeah.
Are you putting it over there?
I think I'm gonna do that instead. Yeah.
Or put it like a little bit like on like at the very corner, maybe. Just so. No, I mean like this corner. Yeah.
My voice is really loud though, and then yours is quieter. Just if you could just speak up a little more
No.
again.
Yeah. Okay, it's fine.
If you speak up, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Blooper.
I hope hope Seamus doesn't cut it at all.
I know, I hope
It's just
not.
a continuous thing.
What's the weirdest thing that, or like, I guess not weirdest, let's start with funnest, like the most fun, like, activity that you did as a kid, like elementary school for Halloween?
I used to, it wasn't like a costume contest, but it was like, if you dressed up, you got like treats and stuff from the teachers.
Oh my god, fun.
And then like, in terms of like with my family, they always had like a Halloween party.
Mm-hmm.
So like we'd go to that on Halloween night. It was usually pretty fun.
Yeah, Halloween is like so much fun. I mean, I still can dress up and trick or treat. I do not care. Is that it?
It's for like a baby, yeah.
Hey, good luck.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Well,
sure.
this is-
Yeah, no, I mean, like for my elementary, it was a festival that we did during it was like an after school thing, like on the actual
Oh, okay.
not the actual day of Halloween. It was like usually like the week before.
Yeah.
But you come in your costume and like there's like little stands where you can like do like with the sack, like where you're like running.
Where you jump.
Yeah, like stuff
What
like
is
that.
that
Like
called? I literally forgot the name of that.
Crap, I don't know. I can't.
and then there's like a beanbag toss and stuff like that.
Okay,
so you guys
had
had, like,
musical
a-
chairs, yeah. So it was like that, and then it was always fun with the
Should I
musical chairs.
put the bag in the center then, so we can?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we had like
that
a.
makes sense.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I was like hoarding it over on my side.
Now that the thing is off the table.
Yeah.
I might ditch this and just do like a classic jack-o'-lantern.
I didn't even think of like what I wanted to do. Like,
I was gonna
before
get
this.
like a custom
You can have one
stencil.
of these if you don't have anything.
just go with what I don't know.
You're gonna get a custom stencil? What?
I could just print something out, like
Oh.
because they have ones like online you just
Yeah,
print,
that's
and I was
true.
gonna do that, but then I was like, I don't know what I want really, so like
Yeah.
it's okay.
Dude, I've seen some people get down with their pumpkins.
Yeah.
No, I see you
Like,
like
oh my-
paint and everything, and I'm just like, I don't
Yeah.
want to do that.
This is like an art to some people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
They're just like waiting for Halloween to come around
Yeah.
so they can do this.
The most I've ever done was it was just Ghostface. I was able to.
Oh, how cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that was fun, but like it was like a super simple one. It wasn't like a whole full body of Ghostface.
Yeah. I watched Scream last night.
Oh yeah, I love that. It's probably my favorite movie.
Really?
Yeah,
Favorite
um,
Halloween one or just
yeah.
like in general?
That's
like in general. Like
That's
honestly.
a good transition.
Yeah.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Yeah. Oh my god. I only watch horror, so that's very
Yeah.
hard for me. Ugh. I can't decide.
I always do this thing every October where I try to watch a horror movie a day.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I don't do it like I'm not. It's not always like successful. Like this year I couldn't do it, but last year I did, and it's just like usually just trying to like watch like stuff I've never seen. And,
Yeah.
Like college things.
I watched Talk to Me the other night
Oh yeah, I didn't mean to watch that. I didn't see
yeah, I
it.
haven't
through
seen it.
completely legal means, I should say.
I heard.
I know,
Okay,
yeah.
little birdie told me that the acting was hella cheesy. Like it was
It-
like really bad
I've seen people.
acting.
People say like that, but also that it wasn't, and that people are just mean Australian people.
I mean,
Uh,
I'll admit it's a little cheesy, but I'm kind of a fan of like the cheesy acting like that. So
Yeah.
it's not that like it didn't ruin the movie for me.
Yeah, I mean it's not like you're going to like watch a Scream movie for good acting. Like it's just people getting scared and like,
Yeah.
making
That's
jokes.
true. I like the concept of like the possessed looking hand though.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was done really well. I actually
You said you're more of a slasher movie type person.
I
right?
do
Yeah.
like slashers more. Scream is my like David. Scream is
Yeah.
my favorite like horror franchise in
Really?
general.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
But I've gotten in more to like the possession and like the demon.
Yeah, I really love that mostly.
Yeah.
I think The Exorcist might be my favorite. Like,
Yeah. The original.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
OG. Yeah. Part 2 like is pretty okay. Part 3 is okay, but like the first one stays.
Yeah, the other two weren't like that bad. Like people
Yeah.
kind of dogged on them. It's like,
No,
they're
very good.
decent. Yeah, for what they were.
The
Yeah.
problem with a lot of horror franchises is sometimes they just go on for too long. You know, like
Yeah.
I think of like Friday the 13th when I say that.
That's the worst. Like
Oh,
not
that's
like
too
the worst
much.
franchise, but it goes
Yeah.
too far. And Friday the 13th as well.
I hate when they make them like
Or Nightmare on Elm Street. I meant.
Oh,
Nightmare on Elm Street's the one that like. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know those are fun though.
I think my least favorite is Halloween.
Halloween's your least favorite?
I've
Oh,
never
what?
I've never enjoyed.
That's crazy.
That is
Other than like the original,
insane.
the original is like the only one that I can wholly say is like.
And you know what? I like the second one and the third one because like
Me too.
I like the third
love
one.
that.
I like the third one too because it's not like
it's not connected at all.
Yeah, it's like I
yeah.
kind of wish that like
They kept doing
they
that.
kept doing
Yeah.
the anthology type thing.
Right.
The second one's not bad. Like I like when she's running in the hospital. That's like
I love
super
the second
cool.
one.
Yeah.
I love it's like up there with the first one for me. It's just like
But I get what you mean though. By the first one being the like I get that, but I don't know. I feel like
I think for me it's more of like the time, like that. I think that era and like horror in that era was like really like it's just eerie like watching it now like as an older movie. You know what I mean?
I feel like it was a lot more eerie back then too because you had
Yeah.
like the whole like John Wayne Gacy like type of like
True.
serial killers. So it's just,
And
like,
you also
Exactly. Yeah.
you have things where it's like that wasn't the kind of movie that people wanted to go see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they wanted stuff like more their speed, I guess, and horror is not that.
Yeah.
yeah. It was pretty successful though back then.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There's an audience for just about anything.
Oh well, yeah. Yeah, I, like the Halloween 3. Like I always think about the TV commercial. In that
Oh
one.
my God,
Just
dude.
so-
That shit is literally my ringtone
Is it actually?
every fucking October. Like I make my family do it too, so like everyone has that shit as their
That's
ringtone.
great.
Yeah. That's a good one. I like it. The first time I saw it, I was hella confused. I was like, what the
Oh, because
That doesn't fit in with everything
yeah,
else.
what's going on? Like, yeah, but it's really good. Do you guys watch like? Do you believe in like ghost hunter shit?
No,
I
but
don't-
they're entertaining.
I agree. I don't believe in it, but I'll watch it because I find it funny.
Yeah.
Like I think it's best. Like there's that one show. Like was it Paranormal Activity? Like Fact or Fiction or something. Something like that. Back in the day, and it was like total. At first, it was like it kind of like you could tell they were kind of trying to like be like legitimate about it. But
Mhm.
after a while, like one of the characters, like one of the people, because it was a reality show, one of the people got possessed, and I was like, okay, dude. Yeah, bullshit, buddy.
When I was a kid, my grandma would watch me, and we would watch The Haunting. It was like a
Oh my god, like the documentary style.
yeah, it was like a
Oh,
documentary
yeah.
style about like people that moved into new homes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely should not have been watching as like a 5 or 6 year old
Oh yeah,
kid.
no, most of the
Yeah.
time I should not.
But like we would sit down and watch like 3 episodes in a row together, and that
That's
was
cool.
a ton of fun.
or like Unsolved Mysteries. Too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's like my modern version.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no, like it was kind of weird. Like I liked all that, like, cause like I started off watching like way out there stuff, like watching like Exorcist or like Shining, like way young.
Yeah, me
Or
too.
even,
I
like-
love The Shining.
Yeah, or even like the Clockwork Orange, like way too young, which is not horror, but like still like really disturbing.
Yeah.
But I was able to enjoy like Goosebumps or like
Mhm.
the
Oh, I fucking love Goosebumps.
or like the
too.
Haunting Hour, like
Yeah,
those type of
yeah.
like Sunday morning kind of.
Did you
stuff.
guys read the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark book?
I did,
When I was a kid, yeah.
I
Oh
own
my
that book
God.
still.
Dude, those
read it.
shits are
I don't know if I
fucking
have the book still, but I definitely read it when I was in elementary school.
No, yeah, I read it in it was 2nd grade, but like someone gave it to me as a gift recently.
Yeah.
I remember in 2nd grade because it was like one of those things where you could like rent it out like during like every month for like the
Yeah.
library. So one time it was my turn, and I was able to use it, and I got to the page with like the woman's like disfigured face, and it's just her face,
Oh.
and like I remember like closing the book, shoving it into my like thing,
Wait,
and I
does she have her
didn't
mouth open like she's screaming?
Yeah.
Oh my
you know that
god,
face?
literally same. That shit traumatized me.
Because most of it's like not too bad. It's more just
That
like,
one though
like
got
the-
me.
The
That
movie
shit
was so
got my
bad.
ass.
Did you ever see the movie?
Oh, the movie's
Just so
terrible.
awful. And the ending is so
Dude.
The ending is really funny.
I really looked forward to it too, and then when I saw it, I was like, damn.
It was like cool. Like every time there was an actual like creature, I was like, oh, I remember that. That's cool.
Yeah,
But then, like
yeah.
I hate
I think the
characters.
problem is that it's PG-13.
And then everyone dies though.
you
So it's like,
Yeah.
what's the point?
you can have PG-13 horror movies, but
Uh-huh.
like they have to be done right. You can't just like I don't know. It felt like
What's a good PG-13 horror movie now? I'm trying to think of like
I
ones
know.
I like.
well, I feel like a lot of them are rated R.
A lot of them were in the 80s. I feel. Right?
Yeah.
You don't really see that anymore. Like the last one I think was like Goosebumps, the Jack Black
Yeah, I was
one,
about to say that. The one
Yeah.
with Jack Black. Yeah.
which wasn't that bad. I remember
Yeah, that was
watching
okay.
I don't think I watched that.
It's okay.
Oh, I guess like Corpse Bride and like.
Oh yeah, but that was like 20 years ago already.
That's
Corpse
really-
Corpse Bride is early 2000s, I think.
Yeah,
Well,
so-
I guess
Oh my God.
20 years ago.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
I just realized what year we're in.
Oh my god, stop! I literally
Oh,
feel
freaking meanie.
old.
Frankenweenie.
Yeah.
That's only like 10 years.
Yeah, that was.
Corpse Bride, Beetlejuice. No, even Beetlejuice is a
That's
little like
80s.
racy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
No, I was watching was it Monster Squad?
I've never.
Or I didn't watch it this year, but my family was, and like I was talking to my mom after. She's like, I forgot how bad it is. And I was like, they usually the bullies always say the F slur to like the kids.
Oh my god.
I mean, it's like accurate, I guess, but like it's
Or
really
Monster House. You guys like Monster
Oh,
House?
I love
Monster
Monster
House.
House.
Yeah, with the animation. I didn't know Steve Buscemi for like the longest time.
Really?
Grown man.
Oh
But it makes so much
God.
sense.
It
When you think
does.
about it. Yeah.
I love that movie.
My favorite like not horror movie to watch for Halloween is Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, that one's another one, yeah.
It's like one of the first movies I saw when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah, that was really big, like growing up.
Are you guys going to Disneyland for Halloween?
if they paid me to go, sure.
No, not this year. I've
I'm
been
doing
before
Not
though.
Scary Farm next week.
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
We're gonna have a video of someone going through Not Scary Farm up today.
Oh, are we? Actually?
Oh.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Was that
Luca,
with the press?
Luca.
Yeah, we got press passes for it, so
Oh my god, no way.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was very shocked that
Yeah.
they sent us anything.
I mean,
How
it's not
empty is
scary.
your thing? Okay, I think I'm gonna
That's
start. Placing my.
I think Not Scary Farm was like banning people under 16.
They still have that in effect.
Did they actually?
Yeah, because I have a season pass, and like my siblings sometimes I'll go with them, and they will not let them pass until I'm like standing right next to them and showing them my ID.
That's so
It's
funny.
crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, like that's
It's-
very
It's
strict.
because of all the Edgars.
Dude, people get fucking down at knots. Like,
No, they do. Yeah. Every time I've been, it's always
I'm
just.
like, dude, and the alcohol doesn't help because on every corner there's a full bar. Like, it's really bad. I mean, it's good for me, but like, you know, the people who can't handle their alcohol, it's like,
Dude.
You guys.
Even like I hear a lot of
Yes.
stories in with the design in Orlando, like
oh,
of people over drinking there.
Yeah.
It's like you're getting drunk at Disneyland. It's kind of fucking sad.
Yeah, I know what I mean.
Like I read a thing where some guy had died of alcohol poisoning.
Oh my god.
But it's like-
Orlando?
Yeah, I mean it's not. I mean it's Florida, but still though. Like,
It's Florida.
That's not the most bizarre way someone's died there.
no,
true,
no,
that's
not at
true.
all. But still, like just dying at Disneyland. I mean, I guess it happens.
I feel like you guys are YOLOing it, or maybe I should just YOLO it too.
Dude, this is great.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
I'm
just.
very
you're-
proud of this.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
I'm just
Do it
gonna.
fast.
Damn,
Because
okay.
this one might take me like 2 hours. Because I'm like such a
Perfectionist.
yeah, like I need the edges to be like straight and like
Let me see. I'm gonna try Jingo's face.
I can't promise that what I do is gonna be straight, but
It's fine. We don't need straight.
well, I'm glad we're taking a little break from the busy life of you guys having to like manage. How has it been, by the way? Like being, last year you were assistant editor, right? Or
I was
last semester?
assistant. Yeah. I was
Oh,
assistant.
okay.
Um,
The workload is like way more, I'm assuming.
honestly, I feel like it's not like too bad. I feel like that's like I don't want to like eat my words, but I really don't think it's like the worst thing in the world. Either.
I don't think we've had anything that we can't handle, which
Yeah.
is a good thing.
That's good.
This eye is really small. But yeah, I mean, I already kind of know what I'm expecting, given that I was editor last year.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, it's nothing that I can't do, so
Yeah.
that's good. How about you?
Oh. I really am enjoying like coming up with like ideas and stuff.
I'm actually editing.
And actually editing when I don't have like 7 stories in the folder.
Oh yeah.
Like, that is probably. But Sam, you've been such a big help in the
Wow.
lifestyle section.
I like to keep myself busy, so when I'm not writing, I like to edit. I'm trying to push this thing out. Maybe I should have pushed it towards me, but we'll see.
Oh, you can try this thing if you want.
Oh, does that
Picker,
work?
and then you pull it out.
Ooh.
It breaks it. Maybe it works. If you push it all at the same time as pulling it.
I'm trying to just like push it
Oh,
through
I
at this point. I don't know if it's gonna come through on the other side though. I feel like I should have pulled it. I think I might have messed up there.
I'm very excited for Spotlight. Spotlight,
Oh, yeah.
for those of you who don't know, is like a special career issue that we put together. I'm really excited for that.
Yeah.
Are you guys excited?
Yes.
It's gonna be your first Spotlight, right? That you're like.
In terms of like helping.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I was kind of like excited like really take over on that just because like I remember seeing like 'cause I didn't even write an article for like the last one.
Oh yeah.
So like I just saw like everything that was happening from afar, like how they were doing. And I was just like not that there was anything wrong with like how they did it, but I also was just like, oh, like I would have done like that. Or,
Yeah,
like, I would have done like that. So I think that's like that's exciting. Just I really like magazines like Zines especially. Just like, old pink Zines are the best.
I agree. I wrote a piece last semester and a lot of it was changed in the print that I was not made aware of.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is not me, or that wasn't me. Yeah. So, but I get it. You know, so.
Well, I remember I actually
Trial and
had to
error.
deal with that actually, because I had uploaded someone's story online for the medium that wasn't uploaded. Which I don't know why. That's another thing. I think a lot of stories weren't uploaded on medium.
I think it just was like part of it was that like they weren't concerned with no shame to the editors and
Right,
last
Yeah,
semester.
no.
But they were more because they were so entrenched in designing the thing.
Yeah.
They like that's where the focus went.
Yeah.
Right.
Which you know I understand because I would not have been able to design a magazine.
Not at
It's a
all.
lot of work.
So I'm gonna make my eyes a little bit bigger. But yeah, you know, in terms of having stories changed, I know that they had to cut some things for print just because of like page count.
Yeah. I think I'm more worried about like how many people are gonna come during spring, because I think there's more people that come during spring than in fall.
Yes, that probably.
So and like we already have a lot of stories. So it's just like I don't even know how many stories we're gonna end up with in the actual print. But
Yeah.
We'll have
It's
to
like
do a healthy mix between.
Right.
yeah, absolutely.
And if we, I guess like if we offer them the same prompt of like AI, then like I don't know if that's our plan.
Do you guys know Monica Cotto? She's a professor, a biological psychology professor here
I
in
think I've
Carve.
heard that name before.
Maybe. I don't know.
She's like freaking awesome. Like I love that woman so much, and I'm gonna talk to her for my spotlight piece. I'm very excited because she has like, I don't know, the way she views the world is like she comes from like a professional perspective, but also like she's really philosophical. Like she's very like intense, like with the way she thinks, and I'm like, I love that.
Yeah.
So I feel like she'd be able to tell me a lot.
That's pretty cool. I have not. I'm gonna be honest. I have not reached out to anybody but we're gonna do that soon.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
I know. It's also midterm season.
Yeah.
So
Right in the midst of spooky season.
I
School needs to figure it
I
out.
know the real spookiness is those fucking midterms. Straight up. I have 3. You guys are so lucky you don't have any this semester.
Yeah.
I passed my first one already though, so the other 2.
Well, that's good.
I'm like, I better fucking pass. I've just been studying so much.
Did you pass like by a lot, like really good? Or?
Yeah, I did really
Okay.
well, surprisingly.
That's good.
I thought I was gonna do bad. I was like, okay, here it goes. This is it. Like, it is what it is at this point. Just accept it. And then
YOLO.
yeah, I got my results. I was like, oh, okay. So I'm just gonna use that method that I used for studying on like my other exams.
Sometimes YOLO is like unironically the best way to
it
think
is.
about
Yeah.
like
It really is.
how you're gonna take a test, like even if you don't really know what you're doing.
I think that's how how procrastinating like kind of happens. Where it's just like, whatever. Like I'll. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, I just came out a little bit, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you a sneak peek of my favorite, I think my favorite lifestyle story pitch that I've been like holding on to since last month, but I'm gonna put it on the budget next week. It's about like folk tales, and they're like in different cultures, like scary ones that like, either you were told as a kid to like scare the shit out of you, you know, or like one that comes from like a really deep history, or like, because every culture has like their own, like, you know, little like tales. But what's one that you guys like a lot from like a...
You know, what's funny is, I think we're all like Latino, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like, so many of like our folktales are like all horror stories, but like they won't even like be for Halloween specifically.
Right.
It's just to scare people.
That's really true.
Yeah, there was actually a story once I got told of I think it was my great grandfather on my dad's side. He was like, so this is funny. So this is back where they were from, and I guess like back then he was like a womanizer, which was like
dude,
typical.
why are all the grandpas like
yeah,
right?
I know,
my
right?
grandpa was a fucking...
So he was like that, and then so then like, but what he would do is like he would like tell like his wife, be like, oh yeah, I'm going out for a walk, and then he would just like whatever. So like one day he goes out and then like he goes to like a fountain and he sees like this like beautiful woman, and she's just like, oh, come here.
Dude,
And then so he's like, oh, let's go. So then he like, and she's like, and so she's like wearing like her dress and everything, and like he gets like halfway there, and then like he looks down at her feet, and he sees that her feet are the other way around.
Oh wow!
And then like she notices that he notices, and she kind of smiles, and she kind of gives him like a almost got you, and then like he like ran back to his house, and then was like did not want to speak for like 3 days.
Wow.
Well, that's what happens when you know, mess around with other people, folks.
Be faithful is what we're trying to say.
Dude, honestly, that sounds a lot like the story that happened with my grandma too.
Yeah.
Except like her feet like weren't there, like she was just floating.
Oh my god.
And then he like looked at her and then saw like a kind of like a skeleton, almost like face like in her real face. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
It's probably maybe they were drunk or some shit, but like
that's the thing.
Maybe they were drunk, but you know, still scary.
That's why I really like before you tell your story, it was like I really like when like because like there's a whole like a thing of like like ghosts throughout history, and like every culture has like a ghost, and then there's also like that thing where they say how like carbon like dioxide poisoning causes hallucinations. I love that so much, just because it's like mostly just because it's like it explains like something that feels so unexplainable.
That's true.
Right.
Something so cool. Like, yeah, but what about you though?
I don't really have a story like that. So my dad's side is actually both sides of my family are Hispanic.
Yeah.
But my mom's dad is Greek.
Uh-huh.
So they have stories of when they like came here. And like sometimes some of the shit they talk about is like, what the fuck is happening?
Oh, yeah.
Is he like American or?
Yeah. So like they left Greece during World War II.
Wow.
They like joined the Greek military and then went to Canada.
Okay.
Oh my god, slay.
And then they came to the United States.
Military slave.
That's where I was, military slay. Love that.
But yeah, it's just like, I don't know where they get these stories, and it's like if it actually happened or if they've just been saying it for so many years, they actually believe it.
I feel like most of the time it's like saying stuff, and then all the time it's just like you can't even know. But
yeah.
But yeah.
That's crazy. Or like I guess one for like Latin culture, the biggest one of all, probably La Llorona.
Oh, I was really thinking about. So, did you ever see the recent one?
The movie, I liked it a lot actually. I really did. Maybe because it's just like it takes place in LA and like it kind of like
feels homey.
It feels a little like familiar. It's a little too familiar. So I'm like, oh, I really like this.
Yeah, I don't think it's as bad as people thought.
Yeah, I really did.
There's actually another one that I think it's I'm gonna get the country wrong. I want to say it was Guatemala. That came out that exact same year, and it was also like about La Llorona.
Oh, really?
But it was super cool because it wasn't like a family that was like getting haunted by her. It was like a dictator.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
So it was super cool, and like also just because it's like from the actual like culture too.
Right.
So like it was handled a lot better, but it's like super
What do you
cool.
guys know to be the story of La Llorona? I feel like there's a lot of different versions.
I think it's kind of like just she got what was the thing that like her kids like died or something?
Her kids were like,
or she drowned her kids.
She drowned her kids.
Yeah.
I think that's what I've heard.
Yeah,
Like she like got like, so La Llorona is like a story, it's like a Mexican folk tale, and it's about this woman who, from my understanding or what I've been taught, is that she fell in love with like this guy who's like pretty wealthy in Mexico, and he's like really good looking. She fell in love with him, he fell in love with her, they had kids, and then he fucking cheated on her ass, and she got pissed.
It's always cheating.
She got pissed, like she was pissed the fuck off, so pissed that she literally drowned her kids to get revenge on him. And so now she like
yeah.
Oh my god. So now she like roams around Mexico and like cries, and like people have like said that you can hear her crying and like asking for her children, where her children are, like in Mexico. If I heard that shit, I would literally fucking drop dead. Like
I would just like, people say like, I've seen on Twitter like, oh, what would you do if you were getting chased by like this?
Yeah,
and it's like, I'd fucking die.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I really think, you know, some people say that it's possible for like you to die of fear, where like, you just like
where you
freeze
just like
up
you just like
and just drop dead. That would probably happen to me.
Yeah.
Like straight up.
I could not imagine being chased by anything.
Exactly. Or like unexplainable, like poltergeist things, or like voices. Like if I heard that shit in my house, I would not go back inside. Like straight up.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like you don't know where it's coming from. You can't really explain it, and you're like, what? Like
it's funny you bring that up. I just told this story on Monday because we were talking about like ghosts. There was a time a couple of years ago where it was like 11 at night, and I was making popcorn, and I was in the kitchen by myself. My parents were both asleep.
Yeah.
And I pull the bag out of the microwave, and I hear a voice say, "Run." And so I poured my popcorn into the bowl, and I booked it back to my room.
You still got your popcorn though.
And I shut my door, and I was like, "What the fuck was that?" Like,
oh my god.
Yeah, that's what sucks. Is like I can't call myself a skeptic just because like I've never actually experienced anything.
You would be hella scared. Or you
no. It's just that I've never experienced anything like that. So so it's just like but I would like to.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's like if you're gonna die, like why not buy a ghost?
Yeah. At least make it interesting, right?
Bang, dude. Have you guys ever played the Ouija board?
Oh hell no! That is the one thing I tell my friends anytime they even joke about that. I'm like, do not even we're not.
The other day we were reading the budget, and Sam's like, do not play with the Ouija board, all of you. Like, just like announce that shit. I was like, really me.
The one rule I have is never touch a Ouija board, because that is just, even if it's like, I'm a skeptic too, but like that's one thing that I'm like, you don't know what you're fucking with when you do that. So it's like,
what would make you not a skeptic? Like, what situation would you be in where you're like, I fucking believe in all spirits now?
I feel like I'd have to see something, or like
an apparition or something like that?
Kind of, but I'm also like understanding that not everything can be explained logically.
Right.
Like, sometimes if you see something move and no one's there touching it, it's like, okay, so someone just did that, right? Like,
scream and run.
So I'm like I always say I'm like a skeptic with air quotes, because you know.
What about like Ed and Lorraine Warren stuff? Like, do you guys believe that they were legit or not? Not really.
Like The Conjuring, like all that stuff.
Yeah, or not just The Conjuring, but like I guess The Conjuring. Yeah. We could talk about that one because it's more like people know more about that case.
Well, because that's based off them, right? Like the.
They did on that case. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know if like all that's like poltergeist, like because I always see like the whole like Vatican stuff. Dude, like there's so many like things like from like those stories. Like I was even reading how like back in the day the Vatican even endorsed The Exorcist. Yep. Just because it I think it was because it painted priests in a good light. Yeah. So it was just
they're looking for that.
Yeah, that's why. Anything to improve the Catholic Church image, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like with those, I feel like, and those get like really like glorified, just not by like even by the original stories, but just like people like.
Yeah, dude. Speaking of the Vatican, that shit is fucking weird. Like, I mean, I'm all for the Catholic stuff. Like, I mean, whatever. But I know, like, just like the whole like exorcism shit, like, it's like such a process to like get like an official exorcism like approved by the church, and like I know they're hiding shit. I just know they're hiding shit.
It feels like aliens when you talk about stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like there's someone is
Literally,
hiding something.
They're hiding something. Like it's just so creepy. Like I was reading somewhere where there was like I don't know how many exorcisms that were performed where like the people just like didn't make it out, and I'm like, why is that though? Like, why are people literally dying during an exorcism?
I think with like exorcisms, though, like especially throughout history, like a lot of them were just like mental illness, and then like people just did not know like how to deal with it back then.
Yeah.
Especially with like women. Like,
Yeah.
like,
Or they use
females,
religion
yeah.
to like treat mental illness. They'd be like, oh,
Yeah.
there's a demon in you, or there's
Yeah.
a spirit, like it's evil.
Well, it goes back to like kind of the thing with like witches, you know,
Yeah.
like people who
Yeah.
are deemed different, like they're taken by the church as like against God, so they're treated that way, and it's like, okay.
Yeah, like I actually saw, this is like kind of off topic. I saw a meme though where it was like, oh, I need me a girl who like would have been claimed for like female hysteria back in the day.
Oh my god.
But
That's fucking toxic as
it
shit.
sounds toxic, but
Oh my god.
yeah, like but anyway, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, I think with, like, especially, I think with ghosts, there's probably, like, there's gotta be some explanation as to, like, what that is. Just because there's no way, like, that many people have had that, like, experience.
Right?
Yeah.
I have a family member who says she can talk to ghosts, or she's like seen ghosts,
Oh, yeah.
No
That's fun.
way.
and it's like,
That's actually fun.
I'd like to see your experience, like see life through your eyes, because like
You're like,
maybe
prove
that would
it.
be the yeah right. It's like show
Prove
me.
it. Damn. Yeah. I don't know. My grandma says she's like sensitive,
So that
but
stuff?
yeah, not like oh I can read your future, like I can see and there's a bad energy, but like more like
I kind of get that. But I feel like it's, like,
Yeah.
presence, though. Like,
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
actually talking to my grandma about, she was talking about her Ofrenda for this year, and I was just like, oh, like, because I remember last year she didn't have any photos, and I was like, oh, are you gonna put any photos this year? And she's like, no, just because, like, I don't know if I, like, would be able to, like, handle, like, having their faces, just because I feel like they'd be, like, staring at me.
oh
and
I see
kinda,
that.
and I was like, yeah, I was like, I kind of get that, but
That's that can be eerie.
yeah, but I don't know.
I mean, I would be down. I'd be like, I can see all these fucking people here. That might be really like too much though.
Because it's like people you
Oh,
know.
is this mine?
Sound like a fun little demon with red horns. Or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the Insidious guy.
Yeah, I always think about that jump scare.
Oh, when he's like behind him in the mirror.
Yeah, that's my
Okay.
Catholic church, or not my Catholic. That's my Roman Empire. I just thinking about that. Part.
Did you guys like the red door?
I didn't see it.
You
I was
did?
supposed to see it, but I didn't see it.
You know what? I actually did like it.
I like it too. I
It was
hate
so
to say
good.
that I
Yeah.
usually like the ones that follow up after. I'm like, ugh, no, I'm too cheesy or too cringy.
I usually don't like. I just like families to have happy endings, and so
hate
like
that.
so when
Screw
when
that.
Yeah, I
families.
hate that. Ugh.
I guess I'm the outlier, but like, so when stories jump forward and it's like, dad doesn't talk to his kid, they're divorced, it's like, fuck, all right.
Yeah.
But like, I think I liked it in the red door, so.
Yeah.
She's so cute. I should put her lashes on her.
I started with like making a ghost face, and then like it didn't look like ghost face. So I was like, I'm just gonna make a face of agony. So-
Make the face from the woman in Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Oh, no. I can't do the crack. No, it's so difficult, but
Dude, the way you explained that scene was literally me, like, closing the book all
Yeah.
fast out of fear.
because I still remember how like it was just like.
That's just so funny. Damn.
Did you guys ever, like, get into creepypastas ever?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that
Do not
was-
get me started.
No,
Do
I
not
think
get me
I
started.
think like my like me loving like creepypasta is why I love like kind of cool conspiracy theories.
Uh-huh.
like,
Me
the
too.
whole, like,
Yep.
yeah. I love those like
Literally
the
same.
like SCP or like even like the like Jack the Killer crap.
Oh my
That was
god,
fun.
dude. I
Ma-
know.
Only reason I bring that up is because I remember there was this one that I watched. It was like someone doing a reading of it,
Uh-huh.
and it was like 1 a.m. I'm watching it, and it's like you're not. It's called "You're Not Scared, Are You?"
Uh-huh.
And it ends with like the person turning around in their bed, and like there's someone there.
Oh my
And
God,
I'll never forget this. I shut my phone off and I went to bed immediately. I was like,
so funny.
I'm not flipping on my back again. I'm going to bed right now.
That's just so funny. It's like the pure fear that causes you to just like.
And it's like
Yeah.
it's like I know there's nothing in my room, but
Right,
like
right.
the
So you like horror stuff, but you still get like squeamish with that sort of thing, or?
I don't know. See, I've developed a
I've
pretty
seen
good
things.
tolerance to
Uh-huh.
like things like that, but it's
Sure.
just I think it's just because it was late
Okay.
and I was
yeah.
already like you should have been asleep. So
And you're like delirious at that hour.
Right,
and
so,
you're
like,
oof.
Yeah.
it's like logically I know there's nothing in my room,
Yeah.
but just the idea of like me turning around and something being there
Yeah,
is
no,
like
exactly.
fuck that.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, no, I love creepypastas. What I really like now is like a lot of people are like making more mysteries about like the photos with creepypastas. Like there's a whole thing about like no one knows where that Jeff the Killer photo is from.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
so true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always wondered that too, like when I was younger and I'd read them. Like a lot of the did you guys ever listen to the audio ones as well?
Sometimes, but I kind of get annoyed by like some of their narration.
Yeah,
Like,
some of
what was
them-
that one guy who got famous through like Among Us? Do you remember? Like, he was like, but he talked kind of like
I know who you're talking about.
with a deep voice.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. I don't like
What are
that
you
kind of narration.
Oh yeah.
Oh, are you talking about Corpse?
Yes. Yeah, like I don't really like that just because I'm like I feel like they're just like it's going too much. Like you're doing too much, but like sometimes it's like okay. I usually just read them though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just read like the SCP stuff, which is still really fun. I like reading those a lot, especially the shit posts. Those are just-
The thing about reading is that like you get to like put the voice in your head,
Yeah.
which kind of gets you into it a little bit more.
yeah,
And
for sure.
imagine, like, I'm sure, like, for every person who's reading creepypastas, like, it all looks different in their brain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Which is cool. Yeah, there's some things that, like, still, like, really irk me, like, in movies. Like, have you guys seen The Witch?
Yes, I love that movie.
I fucking
Yeah,
love it.
yeah,
But
it's so great.
the whole, like, goat,
With
like, demon shit.
Would
Yeah.
those like to
Oh my
live
God.
deliciously.
Oh my God,
the
oh
taste
my
of butter. I love that. I love it because it's really just a goat talking. We don't see it talking,
Dude, I know.
so you're just like imagining just like him like.
I just
Oh,
like
no.
doing that voice to say like really without like
Yeah.
a churro.
I always quote that with my because like we're always just like without like.
Yeah.
Deliciously.
Did you guys see The Nun, too?
Yeah, I saw.
I didn't
Or,
see the second one.
Yeah.
I saw the first one on 4th of July. I'm not gonna lie,
You
I was
liked it?
pretty bored. I thought it was
Yeah,
really
a
boring.
lot of people didn't.
I had a
loved the
great.
first one.
I think I told you, but
Yeah.
I had a great theater experience with the Nun because it was just so many people like. Ah!
Yeah.
I love that. It's so fun.
No, yeah, there was a scene in the second one where like there is a giant, massive like black goat that's supposed to be like the devil,
Oh, okay.
and he's like chasing them. Anything with a goat, like I will not do. Like I
Really? Are you just scared of goats or what?
Because like I was raised like little like fun fact about me. I was raised hardcore Christian. Like,
Yeah.
my parents were very like I pretty much at church like all the time.
Yeah.
And not allowed to read or watch or listen to certain things. And so in the Bible, like it does say that it does depict the devil as being like a goat.
Yeah.
So that in my like as a kid I just had
So you're like, oh,
flashbacks.
that's the devil.
That is the fucking devil. Yeah. So I know that it like probably not, but still like I have that fucking trauma from when I was a kid. So anytime I see like a black goat in like a scary movie, I'm like, fuck that. No, that is Satan. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I always like reading those like Bible stuff, just like from like I always like the whole like Nephilim stuff
Oh,
with the,
yeah.
the like translation,
Yeah.
and then also like the whole like about the snake being like the devil as
The
well.
snake, yeah,
So it's just
that's
like things like that. It's like really fun.
It really is like crazy. Like
Like even if you're not Christian, it's super.
Yeah.
Like,
It is
just
interesting
from,
to,
like
read
a
about,
history
yeah.
like
Right.
perspective.
How do you feel about you saying theater experiences reminded me of when I went and saw It, the second one.
Oh yeah.
I had a good experience being in the movie theater, but I remember me and my friends sitting, and anytime there was like something we knew something was coming, it was like this towards the TV of the screen.
Oh, yeah.
That's how you know it's a good one.
But what do you guys think about like clowns? Like,
Clowns.
are you scared of
I'm
clowns?
not.
I used to be, as a kid, I was fucking terrified, and I think now, like, because I've grown to love, like, the spookier side of things,
Yeah.
I'm here for the clowns. I'm here for the clowns.
Remember in 2016 when all those like
yeah.
Oh my god.
That was so weird.
Yeah, that was weird.
Dude, they would pull up at my fucking school.
Really?
My high school and post pictures be like, do not come here after this hour. And of course it was like all bullshit. But it was still scary. Like I thought we were gonna die.
I think the videos the ones that like kind of freaked me out were like the rural town, like small town kind of ones where they're just like on the road and you're just like, what are you doing? But it's really like some dude like fucking around, but it's always just like literally what are you doing? What's your goal here?
I'll never forget. There was this one video like that I remember watching. Yeah. Where it just like reminded me to never fuck with rednecks. Where like there's a clown in the road and this guy gets out of his truck with his gun and the clown bolts the opposite direction. Yeah. He ran. And I was like, yep, that's how don't fuck with anyone from the south.
Damn, I'm fucking light your ass up for trick-or-treating. Damn.
But yeah, with clowns, like I remember watching it part 2 with my friends. I didn't see the first one with them, but I saw the second one, and like for some reason, like a lot of my friends are like they can't with like horror movies, so it's the best just like seeing them. Yeah. Like, I remember in the second one, it's not really spoilers because like in the first like minute or whatever, but like it's like the part where like the little girl she gets eaten.
When she goes under the
and she's on with her like birthmark. Oh yeah. And I remember like and then like I was listening to my friend, he's like. Like all like try to like roll up in a ball and then he's like he started crying.
Yeah. I thought they did a really good job. I don't know, maybe unpopular opinion.
No, I like those movies.
The second one is overrated. It really wasn't like as bad as it was, I think.
Yeah.
I mean I've seen the original that came out on ABC in the 90s.
Oh yeah.
With Tim Curry as Pennywise, and I really like that.
Yeah, no, that one's really
but I think the movies were really good. And speaking as someone who's never read the book, because I'm not, no offense Stephen King, but I'm not reading 1,000 pages.
No,
I read it.
I read it.
Is it good? I read it when I was fucking young, actually.
Yeah.
I think I was maybe in 5th or 6th grade when I finished reading it. And it was amazing. I mean, as a kid, I was like really spooked because you don't have like, I hadn't seen the movie yet, so I had it like in my brain what I thought it would look like.
I've heard a lot of weird things about it.
It is weird, but
like the whole blood stuff. That's.
There are some parts where I'm like, I didn't understand as a kid, but like now that I'm older and have read it and stuff, I think the newer movies do some kind of justice. But yeah, I agree with you. It's a long one.
Yeah, it's like 1,000.
Yeah.
I like reading, but like in moderation in terms of like.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, what was I gonna say? Do you guys like? Do you ever go to like haunted houses?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was reading your pitches this week, and it's like now I kind of want to go to one. Like,
oh, that's why I did that, so you can have a little guide. No, if you ever need any like recs though, I literally know the fucking best spots just to go and drive by. One time we did. This might be like a little too morbid, but we did like a drive by like each one of Richard Ramirez's like murder spots.
Really?
Oh wow.
In LA, and we just like we didn't stop and like take pictures or anything, but like we stopped and like we're like, oh shit, like he fucking like did that in that house or like on that property.
Yeah.
And it was pretty like eerie just to like see like, my god, like that was a crime scene once, you know.
You know, with it's funny like Richard Ramirez is like. Cause like I there's so many people like especially like from my family who like were like around during that time and then like they still get like they can't.
The stories that I've heard is like crazy.
Cause I think it was just cause like especially like if you're from like East LA, like it was literally just like happening right there.
Exactly.
So it's like
yeah, which is my family's from. I mean, I live there now.
Yeah.
So.
The only like haunted place I've ever been is in Arizona, the Jerome Hotel. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up.
But yeah, it was like I was like 11, I think, or a little bit younger, but it was like pretty eerie being in there because like it's just like the most genuine I've ever felt. Like, okay, someone's behind me or like
you feel watched.
Yeah, it feels like someone's looking at me. And it's like
I hate that feeling. I hate that. That's how you know when you're like, okay, there's probably maybe a spirit.
There's someone here that's like not here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like that's probably the only like scary. Yeah, me too. That's what I was like.
Yeah, right. I was that's why I like looking at other cultures is like little like folklore horror stuff. Just because not that it's like bad, but I always just like it's not that bad.
Yeah, I really wanted to like the pitch that I told you guys about. I think there's so many like cultures like on PCC, so I'm very curious to like hear what other people have like, you know, just like in their childhood, like even like a story that like you were always told that's part of your culture to like, you know, I don't know, maybe not the same for you guys, but like when I was a kid, my parents told me like Chucky's gonna get you, like, you know, if you don't go to sleep, blah blah, or like just like little things. So like maybe folktales like that also played that same role.
My dad literally has a Chucky doll, and he
really?
was like, look at Chucky.
Oh my god.
But I didn't care, but it was still so fun though.
I would fucking scream. Yeah. Also, like side note, Horror Nights has the best friggin' Halloween themed or like maze themed cocktails.
Right?
Like,
cocktails, yeah.
They made like a cute ass like Charles Lee Ray one, and I'm like, I'm here for that one. I want it.
Yeah, it's like the whole what's that one hotel in downtown? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Cecil.
Yes, the Cecil Hotel. Yeah, those stories are crazy. Just because it's like, because a lot of it's like ghost stories, but it's also like true crime stuff as well.
I know, I'm obsessed. We went to like during the pandemic. I was always like pretty obsessed with it, but during the pandemic they came out with that documentary on Netflix.
Lisa Lam stuff.
Yeah. And so even the Lisa Lam like conspiracy theories.
About, like,
I was super into that like when it was happening, and so when they came out with that documentary, I was like, I need to go by that building like right now. Like I need to just drive by it. And like we went super late. It was like during COVID, so like the streets were hella empty or whatever. But it was still eerie. Like you could like drive around the building and you're like, oh my god, like this place is definitely.
Because I think they're like they have like closed it. I think they're trying to remodel it or something like that.
Apparently, it's going to like low income housing or something like that.
Oh,
like they're gonna turn it into that. Yeah.
That sucks.
I know.
Because you just like get like a little
people
haunted.
in there.
Yeah.
Same thing with the old like general hospital, the one that's not in function. They're supposed to turn that into like low income housing as well.
I see you've changed directions again.
Yeah,
I'm curious. I've never seen what your guys looks like.
Horrific.
I'm just about done.
Yeah, I'm pretty much.
Yours is gonna look like the best out of. That
yeah,
looks
because
really
you did
good.
an actual.
I've kind of just been.
Actually.
I've just been kind of freehanding.
Hold
I
on.
kind of fucked up his tooth a little bit.
Yeah, let me.
Oh my god, it's so cute! Oh my god.
There's this one.
That is so oh my god, that looks awesome.
We should take a picture of these and put them on the Instagram.
Yes.
So.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my god. I'm obsessed with these. Are you guys gonna put these in front of your houses?
Actually, I think
I might actually.
I probably will. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do also is like, you know those like the theater masks with like the happy face and sad face. I think I'm gonna do like a happy face on the other side.
Oh my god,
That's cool.
sick.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah.
I'll do that.
Well,
I'm glad I didn't like start over. I kind of like how this guy turned.
Yeah,
out.
that one's so cute. I love it.
I know we didn't use those at all.
I know.
Yeah.
It's fine.
This is like the cop out. This is like for, you know, if you're not.
That's for kids, right?
Right. We're adults. We're adults as we continue to cover pumpkins. Alright. I'm just about done.
I'm pretty much done.
I
Yeah.
think I'm.
For now. at
It's the
least.
final product.
My guy is looking a little. It's got a little bit of a snaggle.
This
to
is
it.
clearly the best one. Like, it's just so cute. I love it. It's like something out of Tim Burton.
We're gonna put his head back in. There we go.
So cute. Yeah, these are our pumpkins. They look so good. Yeah, thanks guys for sitting and chatting with me.
Yeah,
I love
this was fun.
This is really fun. If you made it to the end of this episode, you heard a lot about ghosts. We talked about exorcisms, a little bit about traditions, maybe.
Folklore.
Yeah, a lot of folklore. And movies, horror movies,
Yeah.
which is cool. So, yeah, we hope you guys have a wonderful Halloween. Go carve a pumpkin so that, you know, ghosts don't go in your house or whatever. Yeah, we will see you guys in the next episode. Good luck in your midterms if you have any. Yeah, because I'm dying right now. I'm literally passing away. Like, I'm passing away.
Just you say good luck to yourself.
Yeah, good luck to me. Because, yeah, we're publishing today, so by the time this is uploaded, you will have new stories on the Courier website.
Yeah.
Go check those out. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter,
Everything.
X. But yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Yeah, it's also for me as well.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.